This podcast contains paid advertisements, but more on that later. Welcome to the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast, where I discuss how you can grow your business by the bootstraps. This applies to all entrepreneurs, from the person just starting up to the one that is already well established. My goal is to help you grow. I am your host, Isaiah O'Connor. Today's sponsor is Audible, audible.com. What is audible.com? It's a place to go and download books to listen to. It's a great way to keep up with your reading. When you're not listening to podcasts with me, you can go pick up business books, fantasy books, any type of book, and listen. And if you're a guy like me, I've got 2 kids, a 3-year-old in diapers, a 7-year-old. I'm doing the podcast. I'm trying to bring my business back from its COVID-induced coma. And I've been also trying to apply for jobs as well as do all my accounting and everything else. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of time to sit down and read these days. So therefore, the way I keep up with my book consumption is with Audible. I can listen in the car. I can listen walking around, doing dishes. It's amazing. Now, they've just changed up the plans, and it's amazing. They've got the new Audible Plus plan. It's only $7.95 a month, and you can listen all you want to thousands of titles that are included in the Plus catalog. That's amazing. That's new. You can just listen to whatever. And it's a straight subscription. You don't own the books, but it's less money, and you can listen to thousands and thousands and thousands of titles, which is amazing. Then their former standard package is now called the Audible Premium Plus. It's $14.95 a month. It includes the Plus catalog, a bigger catalog, plus you get 1 credit per month for any premium selection title, which you keep. And then you have the Audible Premium Plus Annual, which you get 12 credits. It's $149.50 a year, and that includes the Plus catalog plus 12 credits a year for any premium selection titles. It's really cool. It's amazing. The premium titles that you download, you keep forever. It's amazing. Go check it out, audible.com. And of course, you check them out. Use our link. You support them. You support us. It's amazing. Go check them out. Anyway, as you probably figured out, I'm big on reading. I'm big on books. I'm big on learning. And that's what brings us to today. The book I've been talking about lately is Good to Great. It's an amazing book. I highly, highly recommend it. You go to Audible, get Good to Great. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go check it out. And the first part, they were talking about good is the enemy of great, but then they were mentioning one guy that was the leader of a paper mill company, and he wanted to change the focus of the business, and he did. I can't remember which company. I listened to it about 3 or 4 days ago. But the point is he wanted to go into a market that had more competition that was harder to overcome, because that would force them to become better. Now, this is a way I've never really thought about competition before. I mean, I have a little bit, but I never thought about it very much, which is if you have no competition, it can lead you into that, getting into the complacent mode, getting into the good mode instead of the great mode. It's I'm the only name in town. I don't have to fight back. I don't have to do anything. So I can just cruise, really easy to get complacent. And also, if there's little to no competition, you can see competition as a big threat and get really bent out of shape if anything slightly shows up as competition, and get upset that, oh no, now I have competition. Now what do I do? And I see this all the time. I just saw this the other day in the balloon group. One of the balloon artists discovered that one of the companies that sells balloons also runs balloon and party supply stores. And then they sell their balloons for almost exact same price as this person could buy their balloons from wholesale. So they were a little bit bugged. They felt like this was a bit of a monopoly and unfair. Well, it's not a monopoly if a company produces a product and then sells it in their own stores. That is by no means a monopoly. There's lots and lots of different balloon companies out there, sell directly to balloon artists as well as to stores and other customers. It's just the way business is run. Now, this person saw these party stores as direct competition for her and was rather upset about it, which is fine, and there's a discussion around it, why this was good or bad or whatever. But the thing is, one thing that I don't think anyone mentioned in the whole thread, which was competition, good, strong competition can make you stronger. The stronger your competition, the more you have to set up, the more you cannot be complacent. If there's good, strong competition that you're up against, well, you have to fight up. You have to fight harder or die. You can't be complacent. It keeps you moving. It puts a fire under your behind so that you are always pushing to become better, always pushing to get to the top of your game. So competition is a good thing. Even as before, friendly competition. Even if you like your competition and your friends and you're friendly and you get along, which is great, and you can see yourselves as kind of working together to serve the greater community, even better. But having even a little friendly rivalry where you're competing against each other, but yet kind of being nice about it, will still draw out the best qualities of you. And I know the feeling. Let me give you a little personal example. I like to play chess. I play chess quite often. Now, I have a little computer chess app on my phone, offline, just you against the computer, and I play it. And when I play one-on-one versus the computer, I get bored really quickly. Even though it's a challenge and it's hard to beat, it's a computer, and it does not feel the same to me as competing against an actual person, trying to outsmart and outthink a person, a real person who I'm competing against. Now, I don't hate anyone I play, obviously, but competing against a human being, another person who can make mistakes but may be a lot better than me, even if I lose against a player who's a ton better than me, which happens all the time, I don't feel bad about it. Like, oh man, I can beat him next time. The computer, I lose against the computer because the computer's set at a high level. It just doesn't feel the same. I get lazy about it, and when I'm bored and if I have no internet access, I can't play online against someone, I play my computer app. I'll play for like 2-3 games and be done, and I can't play anymore because there's no real competition in it. There's no challenge. Sure, it's a computer, but it's the computer. It just doesn't feel like a living, real person that I'm competing against. And I don't do as good. I don't try as hard against the computer because it's not really in me to compete. But when I'm playing against a good player or a player that's rated way higher than me, I really bring my best game. It really brings me out to challenge myself to grow and compete and fight against this guy and try to win. And yeah, even if I lose, I get better and better and better. And it's with good, strong competition is where I grow the fastest. Outside that, I don't grow. And in business, it's the same thing. If you don't have any competition, including the other things that can take the place, for example, balloons, my competition is also flowers. I can work with flowers, but I also need to compete against other flowers, other forms of entertainment, not just other balloon companies. If I realize that as competition, I can step up my game to fight back against the competition, and it makes me a better person. So when you come across new competition, and if you're a hobbyist stepping into the business realm, and if it's a hobby like balloons where it's really low barriers to entry, you're going to find yourself against a lot of competition. Welcome it. Whatever competition comes, welcome it. Unless they're playing dirty games where they're trying to close you down through a lawsuit or something and they're just being mean and dirty and nasty, of course, that's a different story. But if somebody's going to be an honest competition and they're going to open up, for example, say you're a restaurant owner and there's another person who opens a restaurant across the street from you, well, game on. Yeah, you're competing, but if you really, really have to step up your game, then that's great because now you're growing and you're becoming better. You're serving customers better. You're making better food. You're coming up with more new, unique menu items. You have to step up your game to defeat them and win the customers. And if there's 2 restaurants across the street, it might bring even more people because now they have more choices in that neighborhood of restaurants. Therefore, it could drive business up for both of you. And if you both keep getting better and better and better and say become known as the 2 best restaurants in town, well, your competition will make each other better and you'll both grow and you'll both have stronger businesses because of it. So if you run into competition and competition starts gunning for you, be happy. It can make you strong. Now, then there's always the don't pick a fight with competition that's way above your league. It's a little bit different. I heard a story about a company who tried to release a new version of laundry bleach. And they picked this little tiny town and they were going to go up against Clorox. Somehow Clorox got wind of it, and the very next day, every house in the little town they were going to their test market in bleach wound up with a gallon of Clorox bleach on their doorstep for free from the Clorox company. And the other company took one look at that and said, they're playing dirty. B, we don't have the resources to give a gallon of bleach to every single person in an entire town. No, okay, we give in. And they folded immediately. They did not even try to go after Clorox because, yeah, that was a bit of a dirty trick. But they also were such a giant, they couldn't come back to deal with that. Now the company was fine. They went into a different direction because they get other chemicals and other products. But with bleach, they just decided not to try to go head-to-head with the 1,000-pound gorilla in the room. They just decided, that's not smart. But look at good, strong competition. You want to find competition that's better than you or equal to you, where you can go back and forth, and both grow. And that's the best way to go. You don't want to take on the big old huge 300-pound gorilla, whatever, in the room if you're not ready for it. Of course, that's a little bit too much. But good, healthy competition can make you stronger, can make them stronger, can make the industry stronger, and everyone can win. So just remember that. Don't freak out. Competition pops up. It happens. That's life. If competition doesn't pop up, you might need to find a way to compete against something or someone to make yourself stronger. Competition is a great motivator. It can get you moving, and it can make you do better. I mean, shoot, when I was working at Radio Shack, I always did my best sales when there was a sales competition on. Just even a little sales competition made me do better than any other day. And I made more money during competitions because, of course, I would sell more because I was trying a little bit harder, throwing that little bit more effort in, and I had a better paycheck. Just saying, competition can make you stronger. And it doesn't have to be another person, but you need to find a way to add competition into your business to do better. And it also helps you in your life too, sometimes. Compete with your wife or compete with your friend to see who can get healthier quicker, who can lose more weight, etc. It helps to have somebody you're competing against. Anyway, so go out there, find a way to compete, find someone to compete against that can make you stronger. Don't hate them. Enjoy competition. Have fun with it. That's part of the fun and the game of being in business. You have a great day. Bye-bye. Remember to get your free half-hour consultation by using our contact page and the links below. If you found value in this content, please give us a 5-star rating on whichever podcast platform you use. It is very helpful if you share this with your friends. If you'd like to directly support this podcast, I have a few donation links in the description, or you can check out the show sponsors. You have been listening to the O'Connor Bootstrap podcast, which is an Atheoz Business Solutions podcast. Our companion podcast, the Atheoz Business Podcast, which is hosted by Jason St. Clair. Our past episodes and related blogs, you can check out our website at www.atheoz.com, which is www.atheoz.com or atheoz.com. Remember, you can also check us out on the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast Facebook group, where you can interact with me and other people who are bootstrappers and entrepreneurs. The link is in the description. Come check us out. I would love to interact with you. And until next time, I'm your friendly neighborhood entrepreneur, Isaiah O'Connor. See you later.